The Mainstream Show. We're live.
Voice.
Hello, mainstreamers. Welcome to a new episode of The Mainstream Show. I hope you're having a great week. This is your host, Romina, and by my side is the best co-host, Fabian Rodriguez. Today we have some very special guests with us. Please welcome Belle and Seb, better known as Cut or Cut underscore. All the way from Amsterdam, the Netherlands, they are known for their presence in the electronic pop scene, having performed shows all over Europe. Their career took off when their cover of Paputai by the Belgian singer Stromae went viral on social media. However, it wasn't until 2019 when they released their album, A Small Group of Individuals, that their music started gaining recognition amongst Spanish speakers. Thanks to their second single from this album, Out of Touch, which appeared on the Spanish Netflix series soundtrack Elite. Some of their major hits include Out of Touch, as mentioned before, Fever, Trigger, and more. Hi, Belle and Seb. Welcome to the
Hi.
show. How are you doing?
Hi guys.
We're doing
Hi.
great. We're in a very rainy Amsterdam, and I'm at home, and Seb is actually enjoying a little beer outside.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very rainy over here.
Yeah, actually, I was wondering about that. Isn't summer in Europe like very hot, or that doesn't apply for Amsterdam?
No.
Usually it is, but this year it's very shitty. Like last year it was like some days at 40 degrees Celsius, but this year it's very shitty. It's very rainy and 20 degrees.
Oh wow. Well, Mexico City is like crazy. Like we have the craziest time in the summer. Like it's always raining or it's like very hot. I don't know. We have like all weathers combined in one day. Like you don't even know
I
how to
know.
dress.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, we can have the same here as well, but it's fine. We have to work in the studio anyway, so we're stuck inside anyway.
Okay, so you don't get wet. That's great.
No, exactly.
That's great. So I'm wondering, like, have you ever been to Mexico before?
I've actually been there a couple of months ago in February.
Oh,
So we
really?
traveled, yeah, it was really nice. We rented a car and we traveled from Ciudad de México all the way to Palenque and then down south to San Cristobal de las Casas and Oaxaca. And we did the whole tour except for Yucatan, actually, but it was amazing.
Wow. So you drove?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
It's fun.
Not even me. I don't even do that. Like I'm kind of scared to drive in highways. I do drive, but not in highways. I don't know
Well,
why.
I have to say the highways were they were something else because you have the topes.
Yeah.
Yes. So you're driving like 100 kilometers an hour, and then suddenly you have like a speed bump set for you. It's a speed bump. And you have to go back to 20 kilometers an hour and basically like pump your brakes, and then otherwise you will probably wreck the car.
Yeah,
But it was fun.
Wow, I'm proud of you, really. And I can see a little Spanish in there. Do you speak Spanish?
I've been doing a lot of Duolingo before we went to Mexico.
Oh, nice. I love
I
that.
tried.
Okay, I love that app. So Seb, you were in Italy, right? Taking like a
Yeah.
little break.
Just a little break of a week, yeah.
Okay. I thought, yeah, I was actually sad because I thought you weren't joining us today, but I'm so glad that you are here. And I'm also wondering, like, have you guys tried Mexican food? Well, I'm guessing you have, but what's your favorite Mexican food?
Ooh, that's difficult. I love Mexican food in general. I think just in general, having tacos is like one of my favorite
Yeah.
kinds of Mexican food. Yeah.
Which tacos?
I recently had like a vegan El Padron taco, which I really enjoyed at a
Okay.
Mexican place here in Amsterdam.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's really nice because we don't really get the real like maize corn tacos here.
Yeah,
So
that's
we actually bought like flour, and we bought like the press.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it's super easy to make. And I was
Yeah.
actually surprised because we had in Chiapas the cheese,
Mhm.
the white cheese. So we actually cooked a lot of our stuff ourselves when we were traveling. And what I love about the Mexican food is all that it's super fresh, and actually vegetables, because I'm vegetarian. So, but vegetables are actually really important in the culture, and it's super fresh and nice. And you get the fresh lime and the cilantro and the tomatoes. It's beautiful.
Wow.
I like
I love that you know a lot of our culture. So since you know a lot of our culture, what's one dish from the Netherlands that we should try?
Well, what should we say, Zeb?
This is a very hard one.
You know, the thing with the Dutch people is what they love to do is they throw everything in a pan, they boil it, and then they mash it.
Okay.
And then, yeah, it's horrible. Well, I don't really like it.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
But I
me
think
neither.
we eat like boiled cabbage with potatoes, and you eat it with vinegar. It sounds horrible when you say it like this, but it's really nice.
Yeah,
I like
it's
that.
what's it in English? Farmer's cabbage, I think. Boerenkool.
Yeah, boerenkool. You eat it with like a sausage or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very appealing.
No.
But
Yeah,
I
you
guess
need to be brought up with it.
if we go to Amsterdam, we'll have to try it.
Yes.
Sure, yeah, there are lots of places where you can try it. I don't know how good it is, actually. We normally make it ourselves at home, but yeah, not often.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holland doesn't have like a huge food culture, unfortunately.
No.
But
But you can come
Amsterdam.
over to our place and we'll make it for you.
Oh, thank you. I was going to Amsterdam like last summer, but at the end I couldn't go. And I'm sad that I couldn't get to know Amsterdam, but definitely that's one place that it's on my list. But yeah, so
Yeah.
okay, so let's get to the good part. Like, how did you and Seb meet? I'm curious about that.
So
Oh yeah.
oh, sorry, yeah. So we
take it.
both so we both studied at the we studied music in at the conservatory at the pop department, and actually some friends of ours, they organized an evening where they played only like Studio One reggae songs, and they were like bringing all these people together to play with them, perform with them. And so Seb and I were both there, and we were performing on a reggae evening, and we started talking, and we found out we have a lot of we have the same taste in electronic music. So from there we hit it off, and we tried some stuff out together, and it worked really well, and now we're basically a married couple.
Wow. Like, are you literally like married?
Oh,
No.
I
was like, what?
Yeah, so
But you want to?
Yeah. I think our partners would not really like that, but no, but it's like you go through so much together, and we've been working together for 9 years, and it's like you have a little baby. You basically start a relationship by having a baby, and then you see from there. That's how it felt in a way. Is that weird?
Wow, that's crazy. 9 years.
Yeah.
So guys, I listen to your music. I love it very much. I wanted to ask you, like, how does it feel that your music creates different vibe stage in countries that doesn't speak the same language as you? So I want to know how you feel about that. That we are listening to your music, or like in Spain with the elite experience, and how you feel about that.
Yeah, I think it's in general it's very cool that's also why we don't, write music in Dutch. Otherwise we would only, target the Dutch market. And that's very small. So the reason why we make music in English in general is to speak to a wider audience. And the cool thing about being in Elite was that it was used, like the first time it was synced in Elite was in a very critical scene, like a sex scene, and they played like half the track, so it made, in general, it made a lot of sense for us as well, and it's very cool that there was no talking through the tunes in general, so like that made a big change for us, that we connected to a lot of people.
Would you like to do music on another language?
Ooh, that's hard. Maybe that's a better
That would be
question
nice.
for Belle than for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I feel that I actually been thinking about like doing maybe or trying to do like or make like a cover of a Spanish a song, but also I feel that I will basically feel a little bit like an imposter, I think, because
Yeah.
we're fluent in English, we're fluent in Dutch. I don't have the ambition to write in Dutch, so my first pick would be Spanish.
Mhm.
But I don't speak the language that well, so
Don't
I
worry, we
would.
teach you.
Huh?
We teach you.
Yeah. No, I mean it's a beautiful language, and I've been learning it for the last couple of months, and it's so beautiful, and I love the way it's in a way it's very direct,
Mhm.
but very musical. But yeah, I feel that I should know the language first before I would write in it.
That's what.
Well,
I would
That's
give it a
why
try,
we
like
have to
maybe singing like a Spanish cover. That would be fun.
Yeah. If you do a Spanish cover, listen to me very carefully. You need to cover a song called Rosa Pastel by Belanova.
Uh,
That
Rosa
song,
Pastel.
yeah, I'll write it here.
it's
Type it in,
it's
write it down.
it's
Yeah.
like a viral song down here in Mexico.
Yeah.
Is that that type?
No, not at all.
It's a pop
like
song.
pop. Yeah, it's pop.
Oh, pop. Oh, okay.
Yeah. If
Very
you
nice.
if you do a cover of that song, you'll go viral. I swear to God, because this song
Yeah.
was originally released like in 2008, something like that. But now it's having like a revival on TikTok, and everyone is loving that song and asking like foreign artists to cover that song, and no one is really doing it. So yeah, you should do it.
Oh wow. But then
It will be
covering it in Dutch or wait, covering it in English or in Spanish?
No, in Spanish. Since you want to do a
Yeah.
Spanish cover, I promise that that thing is gonna blow up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good tip. We'll look into it.
Yeah,
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 we'll look into it.
yeah. You should.
But
You
you had the opportunity to, I don't know, look out Spanish songs already.
Just in general, Spanish song like the Spanish language is quite a bit in the Dutch charts in general.
Okay.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of
it's everywhere.
Latinos and Latinas here, and actually, I used to play in a cumbia band here with like lots of guys from Chile,
really?
and
Okay.
like yeah, there's a huge scene here. So yeah,
But of course, like I mean, like Rosalia, for example, is one of my favorite. And I mean, it doesn't even matter if you don't understand her lyrics because the way she sings is so amazing. But we've been, yeah, I also worked for a Latin party, like a club night. So I've been listening to a lot of, and I've danced salsa, so listening to a lot of Spanish music. Yeah.
That's cool. And I think like recently in Europe, you all guys listen to a lot of music in Spanish. Like I went to a lot of countries in Europe, and I swear to God, I listen to more reggaeton in Europe than I do here in Mexico. Yeah, it's
yeah. There was a huge reggaeton revival here. Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy. I was actually shocked, like, what the hell is going on in here? But I loved
Do
it.
you like reggaeton?
I didn't like it before, but now
Yeah, you like it.
You like-
I like it
Don't
now.
be shy.
I didn't like it before, but yeah. So going back to Elite soundtrack, like, how did you end up being on their soundtrack? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, we don't really know where it all started, but I think we were known by the director
Okay.
because we have also made a music video before with actually a Mexican director as well, right, Seb? It was the Mexican director, right?
Yeah, and a Mexican dance company that did choreography on our track.
Yeah. So I think we were maybe circling around in there, and then we got a call from our label, and they said like, oh, so we have a sync. It's called, like when your music is under a movie, it's called a sync. So we have a sync for you. We were like, oh, okay. We didn't know the show. So one morning we woke up, and my friend, she called me 4 a.m. She was like, Belle, what are you doing? What is this? You're in elite. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. And then, but from that day on, we saw like the streams like blowing up. Like first day, like 40,000 streams. I was like, what? Second day, 80,000 streams. And then from there on, it just got so big. So I think it's the director that already knew us from before. But for us, actually, because we didn't know the show before. So for us, it was actually a surprise.
And then
Yeah, I know I signed the contract for this sync.
Yeah.
And I tried to look it up. I couldn't find anything because back then the first.
Oh
no,
he froze.
Yeah. No,
I don't know. I also don't know what he wanted to say, so I don't know. But we didn't know it before, and we couldn't find. I think it was even so. When you get your music synced, it's done way before it gets out, of course. So maybe it was before it was already this big that we already signed the contract.
And did you like binge watch the show after being on it? No.
Did you watch it, Seb?
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah.
You're back.
To be honest, I didn't watch it at all. I just watched the scene that we were in, and also in the third series. Koud, kom je naar binnen? Ja, kom er zo aan.
Ça va bien et toi?
Yeah.
I did watch the first couple of seasons, but I was so overwhelmed by it. There's like in the first episode, there's like people dying, people addicted, people losing their virginity. Well, and there was only one episode. I'm like, there's so much going on. Oh, so after one episode, you're like, oh, I'm tired. But I mean, I do really like it, and I do understand that like it's super fun because it's out there, you know. It's like really out there.
That's true. I do love that Netflix show. It's great. And I think it's great that you were in the show, and like the scene that your song was playing, it was like, I don't know, very very steamy and very unforgettable.
Yeah, it was crazy, but that's why I also love it, because we're big supporters of the queer scene, you know. So I found that a lot of queer kids from Latin America, and they found us, and we can be kind of like a soundtrack to their life. And I think for us that's super important to have like the message that comes through the music is also to, you know, equality, love each other, be open, be mindful. So for us it was really special that it was under the scene between Omar and Ander. Spoilers. Ooh. I don't know if people are listening, but a spoiler there.
It's not longer a spoiler. That was season 2.
No, if you haven't watched it, then you're too late now. By now.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, it's already out there, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So you talk about identify with the movement, with your music. I want to know, how is that you build your music identity? Because I feel it's like easy for you guys to create different sounds that take you to a whole new different mental stage, you know. So can you describe how is that creative process or something?
Yeah, I think for us in general, it's like it starts with us and not with creating something for the music industry or anything like that. We try to almost once every year, I think, we lock ourselves into a cabin or anything like that with loads of musical gear and record loads of songs and try to be as honest in the songwriting process. And to be honest, I think like Out of Touch is one of the ideas that came out of this kind of process that worked the best. It was we normally create on our own, and then we combine our ideas. So Belle creates she writes songs or lyrics on her own, and I make beats or make chord arrangements on my own, and then we combine stuff. And like, I think Out of Touch is one of the tracks that worked out the best in that way.
Yeah. And I think also like we try, because we are multi-instrumentalists, both of us, and we both, like, Seb is the main, of course he's the producer, but I feel very inspired by sound. So when I write myself, I like go into a sound world and try to write something. But so we can, because we make electronic music, we can go super raw and super like gritty, but we can also go like Out of Touch is very, like, for me, it's very smooth, very internal, like it's very intimate in a way. So actually for the new stuff that we were making, we had these couple of songs, they were out there, like they were super danceable and gritty. And so we thought like, oh, it's fun, let's make some more songs that are like that, because also if you perform them live, it's going to be fun, it's going to be fun, if it's like that.
Yeah.
So we wrote in that direction actually, and we can just, because we make electronic music, we're not tied to like a guitar or a drum kit, or so we can do whatever we want. And now I think the new album that's coming out is very, like, it's also a different side that I'm curious what you guys will think of it, but yeah, it's like more raw, more gritty, more danceable, so totally different direction.
And also to clarify, I'm definitely not the only producer. Belle produced quite a bit of the music as well.
No, but
yeah, that's what people. I do mix the stuff, but like in general, I keep a lot of your stuff in there, and that's what.
But that's what I like about working together, because also Seb helps with the songwriting, so like we work really like this. So, and then you can like yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And since you mentioned that you have a new album coming up, I remember that before this interview, you told us that you had new music coming up. So could you please tell us about that? We're excited.
Shall I go? I'm super excited. So so we just last Friday, the first single came out. That's a cover actually from Oxytocin, it's called. And in a month we're releasing another single, which is not a cover but our own writing. And actually today I was working on the videos, because we're doing everything ourselves, so we make all the videos ourselves, we do everything ourselves from 100%. And we're making a video for each song, so we're gonna release 8 songs with 8 videos. And that's over the next year. I'm gonna release those.
Cool. So Oxytocin is a cover by who?
Billie Eilish.
Oh, Billie Eilish. Okay.
Yeah. And it's funny because the first time we heard it, I heard she wrote it for live. She was like, "Oh, I want to do this for a live purpose." And I said, like, "Oh, we can make like a techno banger out of this. Like, we can do it like, because for me, the vocal line is so ethereal and it's so like melodically, it's super weird. Like she goes everywhere and it's and also stays in one cluster. But anyway, so I was like, oh, we can make like a good like nightclub song out of it. So we made like a really rough version of it, basically.
Well, I loved it, and I also love your 2019 album. I was actually like driving all the way here, jamming to Summertime. Yeah, I loved it.
Nice.
Fabian, I think it's time. What do you think?
I think it's time, like, for the really good part.
Do you know what time it is, guys?
Time to party?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time for a little acapella. Time for a little acapella.
But party also.
Oh, you want me to sing?
I'm for the party. I'm for the party. Belle's for the acapella. That's the one thing that's for sure.
I think that could work.
What are you singing to us, Belle? What we do here on the Mainstream Show, every artist that we have here, we ask them to sing a little, to do a little acapella.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like our rule.
Okay, that's nice. But I can do do you want me to do out of touch?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Because I think it's because actually for us, I will tell you super quickly. For us, it's really special that you reached out to us because the most people that listen to us, they live in Mexico. So, but
Yeah.
we've never actually had any contact with any organization from Mexico. You're the first.
Oh, yeah, I saw that, and I was shocked. I'm so happy.
I know. I'm still shocked. Like for the last couple of years. No, but I'll sing to you a little bit from the song that brought us many people from Mexico, and I hope it brought a lot of people comfort in their lives.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
No worries. I have to get in the zone a little bit. Do such a simple word, just do. It's harder when it's you. I'm out of touch. I'm out of sync with you. I'm out of touch. I'm out of sync with you. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. I'm out of touch. I'm out of sync with you. I'm out of touch. I'm out of sync with you. Ooh, oh, ooh, oh.
Woo! That was awesome.
Thank you.
And you were
That was
prepared?
really, really great.
Are you sure you weren't prepared? I think you were rehearsing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was rehearsing all day.
I think Romina tells you like the idea, so it kind of like prepare you for it because it was pretty good.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Yeah, because I had to do this song a couple of times before, so but I did skip part of the verse. I was like, let's go straight into the chorus because
Oh,
We've been practicing for years live.
well, we loved it. Are you planning
Yeah.
on coming to Mexico or Latin America to tour anytime
No,
soon?
we'd love that. We'd love that, but we have to get us out there, man. Like, hook us up. No, we'd love to go on tour there, but we just have to arrange, I think, with people.
Mhm.
But I
Yeah,
don't
we're
know.
working on that, but it's a little bit hard.
Yeah, because also it's super expensive for us to get our whole band because live we play with 4 people and we have a light guy and we have a sound guy. So we have 6 people traveling and we have like a lot of very different instruments that you cannot really get easily from somewhere else. So we have to bring it ourselves. So it's super expensive. But actually now we're working on a DJ set, a hybrid DJ set. So we play our own music and I sing live and we also play music that we really love. So I think that could be maybe a good way to travel over there if it's just the 2 of us with a little briefcase. Makes it easier.
Yeah,
It's a little bit more tourable, yeah.
we'd love to have you here, and I think a lot of people will go see you. And yeah, we're really happy that you could be here with us. Unfortunately, time is up.
Time is running out.
Yeah, time is running out, but we loved having you here, and I'm sure that if you come tour here, a lot of people would go see you. So yeah, you should definitely check that out. And I don't know, what do you have any last words, Fabian?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that if you come to Mexico, let us know so we can party like really, really hard, and that would be it.
Okay, yeah,
Nice.
we have Seb's phone number. Yeah, I'll add
Yeah,
it. We'll add it.
because Seb said that for party, it's okay. He's like really excited about it.
I'm always excited for the party.
Yeah,
Yes.
Well,
we will teach you a little bit of regional mexicano.
yeah.
It's like a new
I would
trend.
love to.
Okay, guys. Well, we'll leave you with Oxytocin, their new single. Thank you, mainstreamers, for watching this interview. We'll see you next week. Thank you, Cod, Belle, and Seb.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys.
Bye. The Mainstream Show.